Well, good Monday morning from Oklahoma there. Beowulf kind of looking at everybody this morning. Thought I'd kind of get on here and talk about the funniest thing that ever happened, that I ever seen happen out in the deer woods. But before I start in and get a little housekeeping done, I'm smoking some Prince Albert, a Stanley pipe. Good looking little old pipe. Good smoker. And I kind of like that Prince Albert. Uh, I like a lot of the old timer blends and stuff. So I smoke quite a bit of that sometimes. And I'm enjoying a good hot cup of coffee early this morning while I'm sitting out here on the porch. But while I was sitting out here, I was watching the deer I have around here running around, playing and everything. And that reminded me of a funny hunting story I run across uh, when I was out deer hunting. I was up on Bill Alexander there in Arkansas, doing a little hunting. And up there, there was this one place, an elderly couple used to run it, and it was a general store. And I'm here to tell you that place was like walking back into the 30s when you walked in that store. And of course, the elderly couple that owned the store and run it, they was up quite a bit in years. And I never really knew their name because everybody around there always just preferred them as mom and pop. And a lot of us guys would go up there around about noon, go in there and have them make us a sandwich, and we'd go back to the back where they kept an old potbelly wood burning stove back here. And we'd sit around there and we kind of shoot the fat a little bit. But anyway, me and my uncle, we was up there hunting, and it got around about noon. I said, well, it's time to take a break, go down and get us a sandwich. My uncle never had been there before. So we went down there and got us a sandwich. But while we were standing there waiting for our sandwich to get fixed, this young man from Illinois come in there. And Mom, she was kind of waiting on us, and he'd walked up the counter and he asked her. He said, "Ma'am," he says, "is this where you check any deer at?" She said, "Yes, sir." She says, "We check your deer in here." He said, "Well, I got a deer out there in the back of my truck. I'd like to get checked in." She said, "Well," she said, "okay." She said, "Let me get these guys waited on, and I'll go out there and check your deer for you." So she fixed her sandwich, and while she was fixing our sandwich, he ordered him a sandwich. Well, we got our sandwich. We went back there to the old stove. And I asked the old boy, I said, "Got your deer, huh?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "I kind of like hunting up here." He said, these deer's not that skittish up here. You can just almost walk right up on them and shoot them." I said, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Man," I said, "I don't know about that." I said, "Usually if you can walk up on a deer and shoot him, something's wrong with him. Either he's sick or he's about to die or something's wrong with him." I said, "I don't know whether I'd want to claim that deer or not." And well, anyway, Mom, she come back here. She asked the old boy, she said, "Hey," he said, she said, "that deer she got in the back of your truck there." She says, "Whereabouts you shoot that deer at?" Hmm. Excuse me while I get lit up here. And he said, "Well," he said, "it's just down the road a piece." He said, "I got out of the car and happened to spot that deer standing out there in the field. And I just walked out there and dang near walked right up on him and shot him." She says, "Oh, okay." She says, "You wouldn't happen to notice a White House around anywhere, would you?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "There's a White House a little farther down the road." "Why?" She said, "Well," she said, "I called the man up that lives in that White House, and he's on his way down here along with Fish and Game. She says, that deer that you think that's a deer is not a deer. She said, that was somebody's goat. Of course, all of us guys, we was sitting around the old potbelly stove. We had that funny look in her face. You know, like, man, I can't believe somebody shoot a goat thinking it's a deer. But this is somebody from Illinois, so what would you expect from a Yankee? So we all had to get up and walk out there and take a look at this deer. And we all got out there. Sure enough, it was the biggest goat you ever seen back at the guy's truck. And man, did we race that poor old boy. We run him through the mills now, I'm telling you. To make matters even worse, the old boy that owned the goat, he pulled up, got out. He said, yep, he said, that's my goat. And he was plumb mad now, I'm going to tell you. He about ready to whoop that old boy. We thought we was going to see a pretty good fight there for a while. But the old man, I got to say, the guy that owned the goat, he kept his cool till Fish and Game got there. And now I'm going to tell you, that goat cost that Yank a bunch of money. Fish and Game ended up writing him out a ticket and confiscating his rifle. But that just goes to show you, if you go out in the woods hunting, make sure you know what you're hunting for and what it looks like. But yeah, that was one of the funniest things I believe I ever run across out in the deer woods when I was hunting. Now I'm going to tell you about this old general store there that Mom and Pop own there. My uncle, when he first walked in there, he said, man, he said, I didn't think these stores even existed anymore. He said, I hadn't seen a store like this since I was a kid. He said, they got about anything you really want, you know, canned goods. They sold, coveralls and overalls and a few shirts, just about a little bit of everything, kind of a hardware store on top of it. And it didn't sell a whole lot of milk or anything. It didn't sell any milk at all, really. And but yeah, it was just an old general store, and they had a little meat market back there, and they kept what meat they had in an ice box, which mostly was bologna and ham. So you could go in there and they slice you off a piece of bologna or slice you off a piece of ham, put it between two breads, put whatever you wanted on it, served it to you. And a lot of us guys, we enjoyed going up there and just sitting around the old potbelly stove and shooting a bull and telling about our deer hunting experience and everything. But I'm here to tell you that one took the cake. I never thought in my life I'd ever see anybody shoot a goat and think it was a deer. So, and but yeah, Alexander's it's a pretty good hunting area there in Arkansas. It's kind of over in the northeast corner of Arkansas. That place, I think, covers like 3,500 acres of fish and game that you could wander around in there for long ways and do a lot of hunting. I was sitting here watching the deer play and run up across the yard and everything. I just happened to think about that. I thought, I need to get on here and kind of share that story with everybody. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of a funny situation. I mean, it was funny to us guys. It wasn't too funny for the old boy that shot the goat, but because it cost him quite a bit of money. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you really enjoy some of my videos, subscribe to me. I sure would appreciate it. We have so many good presenters out here that's making a lot of videos and everything. And we got a bunch of new ones that's been coming in. And Lord, I don't want to sit here and try to name them all because I sure enough, I'd forget somebody. So you can't go wrong. No matter who you click on, you're gonna enjoy their video. I haven't run across one that I haven't liked, and I've been doing this for, well, I guess going on 3, maybe 4 years now, and I've enjoyed everybody that gets on here and does video and everything. It's really enjoyment, and it's good entertainment, you know. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and maybe I can come up with more stories, you know, that's happened to me when I was a lot younger, and I used to do a lot of hunting and fishing. So uh, I just kind of leave this with everybody, and hope you have a good week, and hope you have a nice weekend coming up. So, Wado, God bless you, and take care to each and every one of you. Wado.